Off the bench. Collected by Zane. Kimmich. Bispo is there for Curacao. In here though. Nuno Bakuna managing to feed it down the line for Tane John. Put back to Lutar, who felt the ball had gone out. They better get back defensively because Chandler's won. Valencia. Hansen. And that's comfortable for Neuer. Havertz. Musiala.
If Germany can be a little quicker in transition when Curacao has players committed for it, like in that last sequence, I think they got to try to get to goal a little bit. Instead of putting your foot on it and recirculating it. I think the opportunity is there for them to do that. They recognized it, but they've been wanting to recirculate the ball, as opposed to maybe getting the goal and taking a little bit more risk at times.
Brown flashes one across, matches onto it. Really good feet, takes it to the ball. The referee says penalty. Right at the end of the half. Germany now with a chance to really tighten the screw.
Here's Matcha. It looks like he's caught. If it's Basur who comes in. That's a right foot that clips him. Might be slightly embellished a bit, but there was contact. I think the penalty call was a good one. First look, it almost looked like he may have embellished it a big way, but after getting the replay, it's pretty obvious. There was contact.
VAR, of course, would have had a close inspection of that. The ball has been handed here to Kai Havertz.
Well, what you're doing here is you're trying to get one of your strikers unlocked in this tournament from the penalty spot.
Big moment this for Germany on the cusp of half-time. And the opportunity to take a two-goal cushion to the break. This is right in front of the largest proportion of Curaçaoans, this, behind Eloy Room's goal. It's Havertz. And he rolls it in. He's on the ball in this FIFA World Cup. And Germany will go to the break 3-1 up.
Little collective sigh of relief here for Germany, but I think very much so they want to get Havertz to the penalty spot because both folks are kind of strange creatures. They need confidence. Little stutter step, Room goes left, and you described it perfectly, Paul, by saying rolls it in. They're just passed it in, and it proves to you that not all penalties have to be hit hard. It was a little bit of a stutter. That moved Eloy Room. And that's a big goal for Germany. Stroke at halftime, timely type of goal, very important.
And that is half-time. Well, Curacao may be trailing, but they are the ones leaving the field to a standing ovation.
Eine mutige Entscheidung, die vielleicht nicht gut funktioniert, sondern eher, wenn wir gesessen vor der Schlange am Warten, was passiert.
dan weer immer Dominanz zeigen auf dem Platz. Du hast so eine Ahnung gescoord wie er, dann trauen die Spieler dir gleich und das hat er sofort ausgestrahlt. So auf dem Platz war er ein von den Jungs und dann in die Kabine.
Meet Cantabro. He doesn't understand our customers yet, but he heard you guys like Star Wars. Cantabro, cloud hosting for you, whoever you are.
Die 90 plus X Minuten noch einmal zu pushen. Ich bin bereit, lass es Gas geben, auf gutes Turnier.
Across every border, every language, and everything.
Le football nous rassemble.
Ça.
Switch.
Rain or shine, if you are here for some World Cup action, make some noise! Yeah, I'm still so impressed by this screen. Try putting this in your living room. What else are you going to see World Cup action like this, on a screen like this, other than at FIFA Fan Festival? Folks, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dane Robinson. It is an honor. It is a pleasure to be your host and MC today for FIFA Fan Festival. And I love seeing everyone, I would say, in the epicenter of Centennial Olympic Park. But I gotta give some shout outs to all my fans over in the Curacao fan zone. What's up? Hey, of course, I can't forget about, hey, VIPs, what's going on? How you doing? How's the AC? Feeling okay? Feeling all right over there? Yo, we have an incredible slate of games set up here today. And I should say, good afternoon, Atlanta. But is it more like Guten Tag? Guten Tag, Atlanta? Yeah, as you see Germany taking on the nation of Curacao. And Curacao, you in there? Oh, way in the back. I feel y'all. But in the nature of great sportsmanship, because we are coming from across the world, we are here in Atlanta representing our teams. I see Brazil. What's up? Mexico! USA! USA! All I'm saying is that, hey, there's been a lot of teams that played. No other team has scored 4 goals here. Am I right, Team USA? Am I right, Team USA? Hey, but in the nature of good sportsmanship right now, I want you to look to your left or to your right. If you see somebody with a different jersey on from a different nation, shake hands with them, wave hi to them, tell them good luck, because that is what the World Cup is all about. And all about is having a good time. And I'm going to have a good time listening to the tunes of one man keeping us rock and rolling, rain or shine. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for DJ Rasta Roo!
Changing it one night, we're on a mission.
A city that has spent decades reaching for the unreachable. But today the frontier is not space, but sport. The veterans and the voyagers. The established force against the fearless explorers. Four-time world champions Germany seeking another star. Newcomers Curacao seeking their place among them. 12 noon in Houston, 7 p.m. in Berlin, 1 p.m. in the Curacao capital Willemstad. This is Group B, a meeting of legacy and possibility, of expectation and adventure.
So much going through the mind of these players here heading into this, and for Curacao, it's already been a win qualifying for this World Cup. To me, today, Paul, this seems real opportunity for them. I don't think you're in fear of the Germans because of the history of football and culture, but it's also opportunity today. Everything is a first for Curacao. First pass, first tackle, first shot, first moment you touch a ball here in a World Cup. This is symbolic of something bigger, and of course, the Germans.
And the first time they'll hear their national anthem as well on the World Cup stage. Well, what a proud moment there for Curacao to hear their national anthem at a World Cup finals.
Absolutely pulls at your heartstrings listening to this and seeing the faces of everybody from Curacao and Germany in here. Just a remarkable feeling and energy in here looking at this.
to make it out of the group phase. But the signs have been there on the new Nagelsmann coming into this. 9 wins on the bounce. Got to the quarterfinals at Euro 2024. But this is where they really have to step up and deliver when the eyes of the world are on them. Now, match officials today, largely from Morocco, Jalal Child, the man in the middle. And in the VAR operations there, being led by Hamza El Farouk. To all of the teams, well, Manuel Neuer is the only remaining link to Germany's 2014 triumph and makes his first appearance in 709 days having to have an international retirement. He could be joined at Bayern next season by Nathaniel Brown, who gets the start left back on the double round. Leroy Sané with 3 goals in his last 5 appearances in Inter Milan, and joins Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz as the trio behind Arsenal's Kai Havertz, who scored twice at the last edition 4 years back. These are the 11 given the honour of starting Curaçao's first ever World Cup match. Eli Ruiz in goal, the oldest in the squad. The entire back four, all played by Curacao in the Netherlands. Tang John is the creative spark and the only Curaçao player in the squad. The Makuna brothers, Lorenzo and Juninho, have a wealth of experience. Jürgen Lecadia of Miami FC, leads the attack. The top scorer in World Cup, Jerome Castaneda, is on the bench. This, the very definition of David and Goliath. Curacao, led by Dick Advocat, 82nd in the FIFA World Rankings. Germany, 10th. Goes to a finish, leading Germany. Makuna wearing the armband for Curacao. The countdown is on in Houston, and this place knows a little or two about countdowns. The home of NASA's Mission Control, known as Space City, and we have liftoff at the FIFA World Cup 2026 in Houston.
Going to see a lot of that from Eloy Root tonight in goal for Curacao, because he's hit everything wrong in all games prior to this, and the Germans are going to try to jump on the nerves and maybe the pressure that is built here in this huge opportunity for Curacao early.
And the Germans keen to point out in the lead up to this game, they will not be underestimating Curacao. They will relish the challenge here, no question.
Well, Paul, you can't. These are all players that grew up in the Dutch system. Many of them, 95% of the squad is from the Netherlands. They play on clubs in various places. So these are prideful football players as well. I mean, they're here to compete. They've already achieved Mission Impossible, and now they have opportunity here. And I say the word opportunity against four-time World Cup winning Germany.
So a very long collected by Tahith Chong, who's got a fabulous goal against Scotland in a pre-tournament friendly. They did lose that game, but did turn on a red card for Jürgen Lecadia, who starts up front.
That was a great 45 minutes until the sending off of Lecadia in that game. It really was inspiring. The goal Chong scored, if that was a goal scored by Lionel Messi or somebody else around the world, it would have been on a loop. It was a fantastic goal. But back to Lecadia, you just can't
scramble it clear and look to break away, and this is where they can be dangerous. And Everett Fonville, exploring.
You said it, Paul, they have runners, so if Germany overcommits here tonight, they have guys that can break out in wide positions, up front as well. Here's the foul. So it's really about survival here in the first minutes of this one.
I can teach you code in Python in just 30 days, even if you've never written a single line of code before. How? Simple. In my 30-day Python using AI bootcamp, you don't learn to code the hard way anymore. You learn to think like a developer and let AI do the heavy lifting. I'll show you how to use AI tools that senior developers are already using every single day. Tools that write code for you, explain errors in plain English, and turn your ideas into working projects fast. Day 1, you're building your first script. Day 15, you're automating real tasks. Day 30, you have a portfolio that actually gets you hired. No CS degree, no coaching institute, no 6-month course. My students, people who were in your exact position, are now working as Python developers, data analysts, and AI automation specialists, pulling 18 to 25 lakhs per annum, not because they memorize syntax, but because they know how to build with AI. This is the skill companies are desperate to hire for right now, and it's only getting more valuable. So click the link below, join the 30-day Python using AI bootcamp for just 199 rupees. Seats are limited, register now before it fills up.
Musiala. Who's looking to drive away, but was stopped in his tracks. Musiala, who's still getting back to full fitness. There is a feeling he's not quite where he needs to be yet. Having broken his leg in the States. And last summer's Club World Cup following a collision with the goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. And Musiala's inclusion has been a hot topic. We'll build up to this game, some very notable, high-profile people in the media, former pundits, having their say on whether Musiala should start, but there's absolutely no doubt in Julian Nagelsmann's mind that he was going to play from the off.
It's almost smaller than Lothar Matthäus, but I think different. Yeah, why not? These guys are all pretty big. I mean, these guys are all legends of the game. I mean, that's what makes Germany one of this country's great soccer playing nations. Everybody's got an opinion.
Bakuna happened to be straight ball down the middle. There's Schlotterbeck there to intercept. Oh, lovely ball coming from Brown. Suddenly Germany are in danger here. What a block that was for Obispo. Now it's Musiala. Brown. Curacao on the back foot. Mecha. Wirtz. Mecha again! Germany in business in their opening match. The first goal in Houston's World Cup story is scored by one of the oldest names in the book, Germany.
Felix Mecha plays a tournament, only his 9th cap here tonight for Germany. But watch how they carve this space out. And this is just, it almost looks so casual. They can't get pressure on the ball. This is cooled around the defender. This is an incredible look into the side netting. This is German technical efficiency at its best. And you know what it means to these guys to get off to a good start, because every team is respected in a World Cup, a goal of class.
Some strike back. Felix Mecha. Not a lot that Eli really can do about it. It's actually the kind of start to the game the Germans were looking for. Musiala, they're hungry for more. Still Musiala. There's Pavlovic now. Germany getting in the groove. Corner.
Solomon get off the team bus ball, and boy, the looks on everybody's face walking into the stadium tonight, it was so businesslike. played in the North American Soccer League for the Chicago State. For him to come back here after coaching the Netherlands in '94, he made that very clear. He's come to Houston with Curacao prior to this. The dream was kind of sold to the city here. Here they are back in a city where they've had a lot of great things happen in the World Cup.
It's Musiala. Mecha looking for another. That was hit wickedly and viciously.
Curaçao's got to get out and get pressure on the ball here. It's coming way too late. And Mecha's finding himself in great pockets of space here, with great shooting opportunities here. Had the power, didn't have the accuracy. But again, getting into really, really good positions, pushing higher. He's tall, physical. And this is what he does. He gets into great goal-scoring positions out there too.
Actually suffered a knee ligament injury in March. Felix Mecha that put his place in doubt. Here he is firmly in the frame. He's formed a really good partnership with Pavlovic in that midfield anchor role. Oh, something big but blocked it by Solskjaer Hassan. Brown getting back at him. And the Germans unflustered and back on it with Joshua Kimmich.
Love Nathaniel Brown at left back for Germany. It's only his sixth cap here today. But he's got that one thing that a lot of people don't have. That's called recoverability. And he can turn the Jets on.
Innocent Tar into Havertz. Held it up well. Brown. Beards stepping on the inside of Floranus. Into Musiala, little flick inside. It's tipped on his way through. Too much traffic in front. And a way out perhaps for Curacao at long last, but Kimmich says no. Zane. Curacao at the moment struggling to keep pace.
He hasn't felt the need to get into midfield yet. We're pretty much holding down on the right side of the field here. We will see him float into different positions. At some point, it'll be like a two of them.
There he goes.
Just wave after wave of attacks here. Trying to get through. This is Curacao at this point. Zane has got to be a big piece of this World Cup for Germany. It's just so wide. Curacao defender is really.
Can be a polarizing figure. Zane. Big reason just doesn't deliver enough in the big tournament. There's absolutely no doubt of his quality. Just look at his CV, that will tell you that.
It's remarkable. And of course, he was up sitting with Pep Guardiola. We saw him score one of the goals against the U.S. in that tournament in their last friendly. They thought that was a great match and a great tune-up for them coming into this tonight.
All Germany so far. Schlotterbeck is here. Pavlovic. Flips in towards Mecha. Well started again with his hand. Well, the opportunity comes his way, but he's on really well positioned.
He's playing like a forward right now. I mean, he's going to be the guy that joins in the attack. We've seen it already twice, and we've seen his goal. Pavlovic will be the one that does the more balancing and controlling. But this is a night where he's going to get forward a lot and has already.
Xavier is left a little bit better on Joshua Kimmich. He's played for Brighton and Hove Albion in England. He was their club record signing at the time, more than Hardy.
That's just a glorious look at this finish. Pinpoint accuracy. Wrapped his foot around it.
Busy day of World Cup action today. This game opening up proceedings in Group E, Cote d'Ivoire taking on Ecuador. centre in Philadelphia. Netherlands against Japan, Sweden against Tunisia to come from Group F as well. Shot to it. Nice and tough. Curacao's containment exercise behind the ball. Germany have got the tools to unlock them. Shot at it. Brown hits, hugging that far touchline. It's stepping on the inside for it. That's an aim fly! And not far away.
Well, that man there, Florian Wirtz, has got to have a great World Cup for Germany if they're going far in this. Definitely a needed man here. He's an all-around footballer. That just doesn't have enough bend on it. But cutting in from the left on his right foot obviously is something that he's mastered. It's a big piece of his game. It's something you have to really look at. But his chance creation has to be a big part of Germany in this World Cup. And it starts today.
Nino Bakuna for Curacao as they make an entry into the German half of the field at long last. It's Kimmich with ball in hand. Obispo. Back to Manuel Neuer. Today becomes Germany's oldest player. I'm sure he's thrilled with that particular statistic.
Good story, right? Coming out of retirement to play, and everybody was saying, of course, he's coming to play. He's not coming here to be on the bench.
So they're through to match up. There's the fullback, but Lorenzo Bakuna in the way of that one. And the two Bakuna brothers combine and looking for a way out. So these are looking for well, shots of it.
These South fans holding out ball, looking through the legs of a German player, nearly put one of his teammates through. We have to talk about Leandro Bakuna. 72 caps today, 73rd captain. He's been a big part of this whole project, of this goal and this hoping possibility of getting Curacao to a World Cup.
It's been an amazing journey for them. Speaking to some Curacao fans before the game, they were so excited. It was brilliant. And telling you that it takes literally an hour to go from the east of the island to the west of the island. Watching the game here and watching the next game as well, we thought they come to enjoy the party no matter what happens out on the field. And so it should be. Here's Jonathan Tuck. Not today. Kimmich.
John had mentioned that the party has not stopped with Curacao since they qualified after getting a little draw against Jamaica and CONCACAF. And you can see it with the fans. You can get that island vibe here in the stadium. A lot of people learn geography about Curacao. Being one of the ABC islands off South America that all have Dutch influence. And it's ironic that the Netherlands is here also.
So, playing in this stadium in the not too distant future. And Sweden. Going back to that game against Jamaica, and Curacao secured their spot for these finals. Their hearts skipped a beat in stoppage time because they conceded a penalty, which was then overturned by VAR. Bakuna. shot. And he was fouled. Curacao get the free kick.
It's got an elusive nature to him. There's Metro, your goal scorer, who's been really pushing high in this game. But this is one of the assets that Sean has, is to get out of pressure and draw fouls. He's going to want to do that closer to the German goal. Set pieces could be a big piece here today for Curacao. Right now, it's really stay in this game. Remain within touching distance.
Showdown, who actually plays in the Turkish Super League with Konyaspor. Keeping an eye on the very aggressive centre-back, number 23 in Curacao blue.
When you mentioned some of the younger ones for Curacao, Basur is one of the younger ones.
Stolen by Juninho Bakuna. Now a chance for Providencia to drive forward, and the blue shirts are joining him in there. Can he find the right cross? He's turned behind it. Lacania. Juninho Bakuna trying for Musiala. And that's Leandro Bakuna. And it's wild, and it's wide.
But it's a confidence-building attack for Curacao. Yes, Leandro Bakuna got underneath.
مع وين باي انوي استفد من اللامحدود على مواقع التواصل الاجتماعي زائد 11 جيجا انترنت والساعه ديال الهضره غير ب 49 درهم في الشهر.
Matchup. Brown. Now Florian Wirtz. Looking for options in the middle, looking for Havertz. It skids away from him.
Well, Wirtz was the big signing for Liverpool from Bayer Leverkusen. Was on that team that didn't lose Leverkusen a single Bundesliga match as you look at Manuel Neuer. And Wirtz has had injury issues and things. Kind of a hit or miss, real high moments for Liverpool and some tough times as well this year. But so much dependency on him for Germany.
We're working with a new coach, of course, on the head back to the English Premier League. Tony Iraola taking the reins following the departure of Arne Slot.
வணக்கம். இந்த டிஷர்ட்டை நான் பை டிஷர்ட் வெப்சைட்டில் வாங்கினேன். நீங்கள் ஃபோலோ டிஷர்ட், பிளைன் டிஷர்ட், பைஜாமா பேண்ட், ரவுண்ட் நெக் டிஷர்ட் இன்னும் நிறையா கலெக்ஷன்ஸ் 250லேருந்து இங்கே வாங்கலாம். இது திருப்பூரில் தயாராகிற காட்டன் டிஷர்ட்ஸ். நீங்கள் கீழே இருக்கிற லிங்கை கிளிக் பண்ணி அவங்க வெப்சைட்டில் ஆர்டர் செஞ்சு வாங்கிக்கலாம்.
A nation of scarcely more than 100,000 souls has just silenced millions. Germany won, Curacao won. Manuel Neuer, upon his return, is beaten.
Open possibility for space opens up here. Onside, one-time ball. Lacania's swing and a miss just comes gratuitously. And this is a great hit from Valencia. His third international goal. It skips up there, as you can see, over the two outstretched hands. Look at uppercut. And what a moment here. It is history for Curacao, their first ever World Cup goal.
One can only imagine what the scenes are like on that tiny little Caribbean island. And here they come again. Lacania, the angle against him, half steps across. Wow. Wow.
Lacania wins that. There's no penalty here. But this is just amazing emotion and momentum now flowing behind the blue wave. Goes down too easy there with top.
There's a lady just then to my right, a few rows away, dabbing her eye with her scarf. I think those around us can scarcely believe what they've just seen as we hit the hydration break, and all the noise you can hear is coming from the Curacao fans. Well, we can draw breath a little bit, but what a story.
This is incredible. I mean, we just had a Curacao flag being made right in front of us here. But it's ironic here because now you get a hydration break. They had a lot of momentum. Maybe that slightly kills it. And for Germany, it's an opportunity for Julian Nagelsmann to talk to his team. But this is what now four quarters of soccer does. It's potentially a safety net for you, and it's potentially something that will allow you to kind of have your momentum killed here. And, you know, it was amazing after the goal how quickly Curacao, again, is getting to goal here. You saw a look there at Baumann, and Baumann for a year was the goalkeeper for Julian Nagelsmann, and then all of a sudden at the last minute, here's a great look at this goal. Just with it skipped, you'll see this skip off the knee of a German defender, and I think it was Schlotterbeck, and changed the trajectory of the ball. It looked like Neuer had his hands where they should be, and it just slashed above his hands into the back of the net like a blurry orb. What a moment.
The youngest in the squad gets their first ever World Cup goal with their first shot on target.
Well, he's one considered the breakout talent for Curacao.
Manuel Neuer ready to restart us here, not the return to the international fold that he had envisaged. Hadn't kept a clean sheet in his previous 7 World Cup appearances. We will not be getting one today. Jonathan Tah for Germany. Kimmich. Zane. Watched closely by Fonville, who's a really good athlete, the number 24.
Nice team shape, the way right now Curacao is set up, but now passing lanes. It's a mishandle there.
Matchup on to Musiala. And he's got company now from Leandro Bacuna. And Musiala doing his best to get away, the assistant flagging. And it will be a free kick to Germany.
But he does well there. He's besieged by a couple of Curacao defenders, including Bacuna. There's a dangerous free kick here. Let's see how the Germans set this up. They've obviously got targets, center backs and forward. Tah and Schlotterbeck are in danger. This is man-to-man marking here from Curacao for the most part.
Into elevation on that shot. Excellent save from Roux.
Well, they found the man they wanted to find. Eloy Roux comes up with a big save like he has so many times before for Curacao. This is a great lead, great timing, and Eloy Roux sees that all the way in the end, just helps him out over the crossbar.
to deliver. Watched out by Room. Covered by Vince. Into Musiala, who tried to flip, didn't come off. He's got it now though. He's away from Bakuna. But sliding in was Armando Obispo.
But great work from Musiala. Gets himself into the penalty area. He's got to be treated here differently. That's how he earned the corner at the end of that play. To allude to, Joe has elusive nature. Something he's got to do today against a very compact defense.
On deep again towards Schlotterbeck again, who wins it again. Curacao managed to clear out for a throw, but that's twice now that Schlotterbeck has got on the end of that ball in. Tough. Yes, who's spots on the right now. Let's give it. Forward right in the middle, looking for the ball to come over. It's Sane. It's rolling into Pavlovic. And what a block. Valencia putting himself in a line of fire.
This time it was Pavlovic sneaking in out of midfield. Very good to pick him out from Zane. It was the right pass at the right time. And the pressure continues here. Take a lot of the set pieces, the corners. Schlotterbeck's got ahead on it the last two times for Germany.
Valencia is the one who's keeping an eye on Schlotterbeck here, who's making his move now. He's peeled away to the far post again, but Valencia flicks it away. Here's Fonville. With his reach, tapping Charlie it well.
Reaches up. Wakania was wide open on the other side of the field.
Another minute shot. Nice good play from Vince. Dropping into defensive mode there. Taken on the turn now by Pavlovic. Schlotterbeck. Curacao have to get back into position. Zane driving in field. Coming in zero against the right spot. And that might just give Curacao the opportunity to fill themselves.
ClickUp replaced like 5 different tools for me. We had tasks in one app, docs in another, meetings somewhere else. It was complete chaos. Then we moved everything to ClickUp. And when we turned on the AI agents, game changer. It's not just AI chat. It actually runs workflows inside your workspace. It feels like we added support without adding headcount. If you're leading a team, open a free ClickUp workspace and try the AI agents.
The shape of Curacao is pulled out. Maybe they're a little bit overcommitted, and they have to act quickly.
Musiala in the pocket. Hansen to Chong. Put it through the legs. Florian Wirtz. Straight ball through the middle. Zane onto it. Great block. And on the clear yet though. Bonville looking to clear out for touch. More heroic defending.
The Blue Wave throwing every ounce of slavery at Germany today here in the first half. It's just a big space. It's just I didn't need a pass. Pick out that run, but just last-ditch defending and key blocks has to be a part of the game here today for Curacao. And you got to be willing to do it. And they are more than willing, I think, Paul.
Bonville. Oh, that's nice. It's a pity. Just got away from Fonville, but the idea was a nice one. Pavlovic and Bayern Munich want to settle. from the Bavarian club in this squad. Bits of Liverpool. Nudged inside, matchup. Zane. Androvic is on the scene. This is Kimmich. And that will allow to run behind. And so Mojo Kimmich not happy with the referee who got in his way for a moment.
Dick Advocat, the experience he has brought here, had to leave the coaching threshold real quick. This was the Eloy Rubenstein on Schlotterbeck. He has had some magical moments in goal for Curacao. Really was the first player from the Netherlands to start recruiting the others. And then Dick Advocat came on the scene. So he is the elder statesman of this team. He's a spokesperson for it. He's a huge, huge leader. And a recruiter.
Yeah. And he played every minute being qualified. All 10 matches, 6 clean sheets. Curacao with a free kick here in German territory. Mazoa. Obispo. Now Leandro Laguna. Joint most capped player.
I like what Laguna has done here right now. He just slows it down, puts his foot on it. Let's get a little confidence in passing here. Let's take it to that side of relief. Belief.
This one. Swinging out answer. Kimmich goes out to engage. Referee in the way again. Danilo Laguna sidestepping matchup. Well, we won't be very fine, but rather ambitious to have a go from there.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Because it does show a level of confidence. 3 goals in World Cup qualifying for Danilo Laguna. But again, that is a little bit of what Curacao is. They do like to try things that are a bit unique. Dick Advocat came in and said, listen, we're not changing things culturally. We are going to add some discipline and organization in certain areas. That's been a beautiful marriage.
62% possession so far for the Germans. Will usually look for a forward pass. Musiala. Round up for him, out on the left. Let's let it go. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Pavlovic again. Now it's matchup. And now it's Kai Havertz. He's got to away for the corner.
Well, it's interesting. Mecha has now dropped a little bit deeper. Pavlovic is now joining in a little bit more, so they kind of flip-flop roles here. This winner here across the left foot of the ground. He's all the way across the field to take the corner.
Well, we can take it, Nathaniel Brown, the referee. It's a word with Musiala and Floranus. Delivering. Four stars on the shirt. 2 goals on the board now.
Curacao pulling away or Schlotterbeck for Nico Schlotterbeck. That's a big goal to grab a little bit of the momentum back, and it comes off that beautiful thing going corner thing.
Nico Schlotterbeck's first goal for his country. His 28th appearance.
How about that? It comes in a World Cup.
Not bad timing. Well, Curacao has recovered once before coming to the lead. This man who got the level for a time, Dominic Seal. It's again full by Rue, then Schlotterbeck. Well, prior to this game, Germany had won 56 World Cup matches when scoring first. And the Germans, in that regard, look positive. Somebody's header in field for Havertz.
And also for that, they have come in on a 9-game winning streak, including that 2-1 friendly win over the U.S. 2 days ago.
Yeah, qualifying didn't start well for them, beaten by Slovakia, but after that they never looked back, the Germans. They've now qualified for every World Cup since winning it for the first time in 1954. Pavlovic to Diaz. Mecha. Oh, nice little works again. Obispo stopping in that timeout. Juninho Bakuna, who's hassled by Mecha. Somebody takes a tumble, he's not going to get in there. Do like the skill and the grip though that Mecha brings to that German midfield.
No question about it. He's been getting into good positions in and around the box. Here's another look at Schlotterbeck's header. And again, the whole key to this is him being on the move, static defender, but the other key is completely unmarked. Somebody missed an assignment there. This was a simple header for him in the context of the big picture. But they had gone to him twice before, so this time they got some movement out of him. That's the center back's right? They come to games to break tackles up, marking man out of the game, but then they add a goal to it. It just makes the day even better to this point.
The delivery was great as well. Used the pace on that, hasn't it?
Pace was in the delivery. Just gotta make good contact.
Away in bits. Musiala is found a way through. Room will drop on it before the final ground can get there. Son by Juninho Bakuna. Mencia. Bonville. Mencia again. Running at Kimmich. Juninho Bakuna. Snapped up by Musiala. The Germans running back. Here's Wirtz. Ram sets up and along on the outside. There he goes. Chased out by Piranhas. Back it comes to Pavlovic. Mecha, Pavlovic, Kimmich. It's
they get more opportunities you have to get Schreiber back in the big center backs for it. Here he is again. And he's just maybe the ultimate target right now. He's got his head on 3 of these. One of them is going in. He's starting in and around the penalty area.
Captain Joshua Kimmich to deliver this. Aiming for Schlotterbeck, who nods it down, and Curacao really need to try and get a grip on him.
They thought he was going to the near post this time. He circles and kind of makes a little semi-circle to the back post. So he's got different movements. The Germans are fully aware of it. And to your point, Paul, 4 times on the board, he just put a head on it. You got to go up with him. You got to get an arm in. You got to get an arm across him. You got to try and put him off because it looks a little bit too easy right now defensively for Curacao.
Brown sweeps it over. Room gets knuckles on it. Musiala, on his 4th major tournament for Germany. Driving on the outside. There's the pullback. And now Brown. And now Zane. And there's Kimmich. Everybody wanting to go in German white. And Hansen trying to alleviate the pressure as we head into 4 added minutes at the end of this first half.
I'm kind of smiling. You said everybody's having a go here. And it was 4 players who had a shot at it. Popovich earlier had begged for it, didn't get it. This time he did get it. And again, Curacao just getting bodies in front of these shots.
Antonio Rudiger looking on.
Oh no, Antonio Rudiger is a very emotional player. He's playing it out on the sideline right now. It's a wonderful option to have off the bench.
Collected by Zane. Kimmich. Bispo is there for Curacao. Ending here though. Sanino Bakuna managing to feed it down the line for Tanay John. Good battle in Tar, who felt the ball had gone out.
They better get back defensively because Chad is on.
Providencia. Hansen. And that's comfortable for Neuer. Havertz. Pushed on to Musiala.
If Germany can be a little quicker in transition when Curacao has players committed for it, like in that last sequence, I think they got to try to get to goal a little bit. Instead of putting your foot on it and recirculating it. I think the opportunity is there for them to do that. They recognized it, but they've been wanting to recirculate the ball, as opposed to maybe getting the goal and taking a little bit more risk at times.
Brown flashes one across, matches onto it. Really good feet, takes it to the ball. The referee says penalty. Right at the end of the half. Germany now with a chance to really tighten the screw.
Here's Matcha. It looks like he's caught. If it's Brazier who comes in. That's a right foot that clips him. Might be slightly embellished a bit, but there was contact. I think the penalty call was a good one. First look, it almost looked like he may have embellished it a big way, but after getting the replay, it's pretty obvious. There was contact.
Yeah, of course, would have had a close inspection of that. The ball has been handed here to Kai Havertz.
What what you're doing here is you're trying to get one of your strikers unlocked in this tournament from the penalty spot.
Curacao. Big moment this for Germany on the cusp of half-time. And the opportunity to take a two-goal cushion to the break. This is right in front of the largest proportion of Curaçaoans, this, behind Eloy Room's goal. It's Havertz, and he rolls it in. He's on the ball in this FIFA World Cup. And Germany will go to the break 3-1 up.
Little collective sigh of relief here for Germany, but I think very much so they wanted to get Havertz to the penalty spot because both goals are kind of strange creatures. They need confidence. Little stutter step, Room goes left, and you described it perfectly, Paul, by saying rolls it in. They just passed it in, and it proves to you that not all penalties have to be hit hard. There was a little bit of a stutter that moved Eloy Room. And that's a big goal for Germany. Stroke at halftime, timely took the goal. Very important.
Gefühl dafür, dass er eine mutige Entscheidung trifft, die vielleicht nicht gut funktioniert, sondern eher, wenn wir gesessen von der Schlange erwarten, was passiert.
Julian wird immer Dominanz zeigen auf dem Platz. Du hast so viel Ahnung gescoord wie dann trauen die Spieler dir gleich und das hat er so gut ausgestrahlt. So auf dem Platz war er ein von den Jungs und dann in die Kabine, wenn er eine Ansprache hat, haben wir so ganz gut gespielt, dass er der Trainer war, aber der Boss war.
Ja, man spielt mit seiner Direktheit, ja, dass er vielleicht sogar nicht mehr bei allen der Gleichung ankommt, aber ich glaube, es war ihm enorm sympathisch, mal Fehler einzugestehen, wenn es nicht so gut gelaufen ist. Aber die macht er natürlich sehr selten, deswegen ist er, glaube ich, in der höchsten Ort. Also wichtig als Trainer finde ich, dass du außen vorlebst, wie du auch willst, wie die Mannschaft spielt und sie da emotional mitzunehmen und die 90 plus 6 Minuten auch immer zu pushen. Ich bin bereit, lass uns Gas geben, auf gutes Turnier.
Across every border, every language, and every team.
Le football nous rassemble.
Ça.
Or shine if you are here for some World Cup action, make some noise! Yeah, I'm still so impressed by this screen. Try putting this in your living room. What else are you going to see World Cup action like this on a screen like this other than at FIFA Fan Festival? Folks, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dane Robinson. It is an honor. It is a pleasure to be your host and MC today for FIFA Fan Festival. And I love seeing everyone, I would say, in the epicenter of Centennial Olympic Park. But I gotta give some shout outs to all my fans over in the Coca-Cola Fan Zone. What's up? Hey, of course, I can't forget about, hey, VIPs, what's going on? How you doing? How's the AC? Doing okay? Doing all right over there? Yo, we have an incredible slate of games set up here today. And I should say, good afternoon, Atlanta. But is it more like Guten Tag? Yeah, as we see Germany taking on the nation of Curacao. And Curacao, you in there? Oh, way in the back. I feel y'all. But in the nature of great sportsmanship, because we are coming from across the world, we are here in Atlanta representing our teams. I see Brazil. What's up? Mexico! USA! USA! All I'm saying is that, hey, there's been a lot of teams that played. No other team has scored 4 goals here. Am I right, Team USA? Am I right, Team USA? Hey, but in the nature of good sportsmanship right now, I want you to look to your left or to your right. If you see somebody with a different jersey on from a different nation, shake hands with them, wave hi to them, tell them good luck, because that is what the World Cup is all about. And all about is having a good time. And I'm going to have a good time listening to the tunes of one man keeping us rock and rolling, rain or shine. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for DJ Rasta Roo!
Keep changing,
city that has spent decades reaching for the unreachable. But today the frontier is not space, but sport. The veterans and the voyagers. The established force against the fearless explorers. Four-time world champions Germany seeking another star. Newcomers Curacao seeking their place among them. 12 down in Houston, 7 p.m. in Berlin, 1 p.m. in the Curacao capital Willemstad. This is Group B, a meeting of legacy and possibility, of expectation and adventure.